My phone vibrated on the conference table while the fire marshal explained evacuation routes. Everyone else stared at diagrams. I stared at the screen. Unknown number. One sentence, clean, cruel, surgical. Your wife left her underwear at my place last night. I didn't breathe. I didn't blink. I forwarded it to her entire family before I could stop myself. Her mother. Her brother. The cousin who never liked me. The group chat labeled Sunday dinner. My thumb moved on instinct, like muscle memory from a war I didn't know had started. The meeting kept going. My life didn't. We met on a rainy afternoon when she laughed at a joke I didn't mean to be funny. She liked that I listened. I liked that she chose me in a room full of louder men. We built rituals. Coffee at dawn. Notes on the fridge. A shared language that felt private and safe. She used to rest her head on my chest and say I was steady. I believed her. I was proud of that word. The first crack was small. A locked phone placed face down. A new perfume that didn't belong to our bed. Late nights explained with tired smiles. I cataloged everything and told myself love was patience. Love was trust. Love was not turning into the kind of man who checks pockets. Then the pattern stopped being shy. She started rehearsing lies. They had rhythm. She would look left when she finished them. Always left. I noticed because I had loved her long enough to know how she moved when she was afraid. I didn't confront her. Not then. I waited. I learned the geography of her deception. The route she took home when she wasn't coming home. The bar she didn't drink at. The names she deleted from her phone but forgot to remove from her calendar. I kept my voice calm and my hands clean. I told myself control was power. I was right. The message came weeks later, like a gift wrapped in glass. I sat there while the room clapped politely for safety compliance. My chest hollow, my mind clear. Forward. Send. Done. The aftermath was immediate. Her phone lit up like a city during a blackout. She called me from the parking lot, breathless, furious, terrified. I didn't answer. I finished the meeting. I thanked the marshal. I drove home slowly. That night I opened a folder I'd been building without admitting it existed. Screenshots, bank statements, lease addendums. The prenup she laughed about signing because she said we'd never need it. I called a lawyer before sunrise. I changed passwords. I froze accounts she didn't know were joint. I scheduled a health test. I canceled a trip she was excited about. I left a note on the counter with 3 words. We are done. She arrived with apologies sharpened into weapons, tears, accusations. How dare you humiliate me? I let her talk. I watched her reach for my guilt and find only air. When she realized I wasn't moving, her voice changed. It always does when lies lose oxygen. I told her the truth in pieces. Not to be kind. To be precise. I told her the house would be sold. I told her the car wasn't hers. I told her the lawyer would call. I told her her family already knew and that the story would not be edited. I told her I wouldn't scream because screaming gives the other person something to fight. Silence does not. The confrontation was quiet. That's what surprised her. She wanted a storm. She got a ledger. She asked me who the number was. I said it didn't matter. She asked if I still loved her. I said love doesn't survive contempt. She asked if I planned this. I said planning is what you do when you respect consequences. Weeks later, we sat across from each other in a room that smelled like old paper and bad coffee. She watched signatures undo a life she thought was protected by my patience. When it was over, she cried into her hands. I felt relief arrive without ceremony. Now I think about the moment my phone buzzed. About the instinct to expose. About how quickly truth can travel when it's given a path. I don't regret forwarding the message. I regret trusting someone who thought secrecy was strength. I'm steady again. Not because I won, because I refused to lose myself. I didn't break. I documented. I didn't beg. I closed accounts. I didn't scream. I let consequences speak in a voice she recognized. Justice isn't loud. It's thorough. And when it's finished, it leaves you with silence you can finally live inside.